Hello everyone, and thank you for joining. We are about to watch the Overture, the summary of the Overture. I'm very excited. It's like a 15-minute video. We're going to watch it together, and I'll hopefully be able to jump in and do some commentary that's actually interesting to you guys versus just watching it and watching me watch it. But before we do, I want to share this shirt. Oh my god, Canada Post finally gave me my shirt. I've ordered it like a month ago. The strike was real, people. But look at it, it's so cute. Boop, 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 boop. Anyways, I got another shirt with a little Obi on it. I'll try and wear it in the next video, or next stream. It's my Phasmo hunting shirt, but it has Obi, and I love Obi, so, which is my little owl bear. As you might have noticed, this is our new screen. I'm recording some of these out of order, so you might see a different screen next week, but this is our new screen. The Displacer kitten is not done. I will make her better. She needs a couple more hours of work. Obi, of course, is over here on this side, and then I just made this mimic today and threw it up on the screen as fast as I could. So this is our new screen. But without further ado, let's jump into this overture and let's find out. Let's find out what this little summary says. All right. Noob.
5, 4, 3,
Not prepared.
2. There's no getting ready. You just go.
You just go.
Anything could happen. It's campaign 4.
I'd like you to make an insight check for me. Natural 20.
That was amazing. I can't believe the first roll.
The energy that we began the overtures with.
Laura, give me a death saving throw.
Brennan is just unhinged, fully doing his thing.
I'd like you to meet your grandfather.
Oh, this many people have
I
said
love all the voices.
Nuts.
You hear a gasp from Occtis to Conus.
Alex, would you come to the table, please?
Previously on the Overture. In the world of Ahriman, the gods have been dead for 70 years. The doors to Fairy are barred, and the afterlife is a chaotic question mark. In the Orcish city of Dolmakyar, a man with a complicated past has been sentenced to death. Thiazi Fang, hero of the Falconers' Rebellion, is executed by the Sundered Houses.
He sure
But not
was.
before he sends a final message of defiance to the people of the city.
Safe.
Out of the faces in the crowd, one received a different message from Thiazi. His brother, Halandil Fang, a handsome bard who runs the public theater.
Hal is a successful entrepreneur of the arts and family man and scion of the city of Dolmakyar. He's very much a man concerned with history and the future and finding the mortal identity in this godless world.
Oh,
Hal's
I love
real
that.
danger spot is his children. If someone really wanted to hurt Hal, it would be
easy
to go for his kids.
Yeah.
I expect it.
It's gonna be the daughter for sure. I see it. It's gonna happen.
So to be in the crowd in that final moment for Thiazi was impactful for Hal because he's known him as a brother his whole childhood and growing up, but they didn't see eye to eye all the time. They led very different lives as they got older, but you don't shake off family. And he felt like it was his responsibility to be there. Thiazi had things in the works that couldn't be completed, and he was trying to pass off some portion of it to his brother to figure out and pick up. And at least a few days into this mess, he doesn't understand yet.
Also in attendance was the paladin
I'm
Azune Naya,
obsessed
an
with Hal.
arcane
He is
marshal
gonna
and a
destroy me.
keen-eyed veteran
Also,
of the Falconers' Rebellion, who was part of a failed secret plot to free Thiazi.
Azune is like
a
clay.
sad boy.
The people around him and the world
Needs
around
hugs.
him are going to shape who he becomes.
I
It's
will
not
shape
very
you with
well read,
hugs.
but he has had to learn how to read people as a part of his survival. As he goes on his arcane marshal's patrol, he finds in the little gestures and the little exchanges that happen among the everyday people a reason to fight on their behalf. Azune admired Thiazi, looked up to him tremendously. He was a father figure of sorts throughout the Falconers' Rebellion, and there's a part of Azune that believes that he owed that man so much.
Thiazi left behind an estranged widow, Aranessa Royce, whose
gonna
bodyguard, the
destroy
fighter
me.
Sir Julian Divinos, has a long-held hatred for the man his friend loves.
Sure
Julian
does.
Divinos
I hope we get the spit take.
is a person shaped by privilege, arrogance, and
Look at his
bacchanalian
face. He knows
embracing
it.
of his platform.
He's
There's
having
a lot of
so
dangerous impulse
much
based
fun
insecurity and
playing
insecurity.
this
and,
guy.
it's probably going to continue to get more and more dicey the more we get to explore.
Oh,
His
man.
loyalties lie really with Lady Aranessa. She's one
Yep,
of the
that
few
makes sense.
figures I think in his
Our
entire life that
MVP.
he truly believes he can trust. Thiazi's path shaped a lot of his family and father's path, let alone the path of all the Centered Houses. And it heavily informed and shaped his life at a very informative age. But the intricacies of how he got to where he is and how it's changed the dynamic within and outside of his family leaves him with somebody he has to blame.
Another who attempted to save Thiazi's life is the zealous Wikander Halavar, scion of the
My
Candescent
God.
Creed.
I didn't know we
who
were gonna
believed
love
all
him,
that
but
his
we love
religion taught
him.
despite his family's wishes.
Wikander
Despite.
Halavar is an acolyte of the light, a true believer,
He
a
sure
fancy
was.
lad, and in way over his head.
Oh, man.
Wick had really been drinking the Kool-Aid with
Yep.
all things Candescent Creed, and to be told the origins are not what he thought they were was a shock. To learn that his family and his grandmother had actively and knowingly betrayed him for his whole life was shocking. But
Yep.
mostly, I think he was
you
just
know?
kind of scared and confused.
Oh.
How can so much
Are
goodness come
you
from such a monstrous
sorcerer?
source? He's
Can
slowly
you confirm?
realizing that his name, which he's worn with pride for his whole life, it's not a crutch, but it is a weight. Also, he has this wonderful companion, Tyranny,
Yes.
and he is out there trying
And
to
we
show
love
her
her.
the world and keep her safe and also keep her on the true and good path.
May the beam
Helping
reach
Wick
you.
navigate the ups and downs of life is his aspirant, Tyranny,
Who
a
we
party
love.
girl demon enjoying life in Ahriman to the fullest.
Tyranny is just a girl in the world trying her best, and she's very led by impulse.
Look at her cute pink makeup.
Tyranny is the most unfiltered version of myself. Horny and sad.
Period.
Period. Ahriman for her. It's a feast
Oh
for the
my God.
senses. It's unlimited opportunities of things to experience, both good and bad.
I'm gonna be honest. If
Every
I
demon
met Tyranny,
represents
I'd
a
probably
certain
be
ancient
Thaisha
archetypal energy.
and absolutely
Tyranny does
pet her
not
ears.
know what that is inside of her. It is something that isn't quite sitting right with her, but it is one of those like drives that is going to be pretty impossible to ignore. I think
Oh.
initially she was just hired to make Wikander look good, but spending more time with Wick, I think is helping her develop a sense of right and wrong.
Best friend of Hal and secret
She
enemy
will
of
be
Thiazi,
saved,
the
okay? She
mysterious
will.
art curator Bolaire
Very-
Lathalia keeps countless secrets beneath his mask.
And we've
But
learned
Bolaire
a lot
is
of
not
them.
wearing
He
a mask.
is the mask.
Bolaire is a mask, wearing a body.
Being stuck to a body is awful.
Look at his hair.
Disgusting. It is aggravating and uncomfortable to have this thing on me at all times. What happens if you like actually give a sentient weapon a little bit of lead to like go off and like
What a
discover
neat
themselves?
idea that he did.
He's not used to being his own driving force. He's much more comfortable being aimed at things. Revealing himself was a thing that he had hoped to do for a very, very, very long time, but not like that. There's still a lot of conversations to have, and trust is
know-
very broken.
I know
It's
he's just
a mess.
House
a
Taconis
sentient
cruelly
mask, but I
deals in
have
the
like
dead,
empathy
but their
for
pariah
him.
son, the
while
wizard
also
Occtis, takes a more rebellious attitude toward the
nervous of him.
necromantic arts.
He is somebody who has studied the dead, studied undeath and all of its forms, and so to find himself in the position of being one of them to a certain extent is incredibly fascinating, and I'm sure there will be more and more experiments on himself coming in the future. Pin was his first experiment. It was the first time he was trying to make a thing out of dead pieces. He had found the corpse of a fox. He had used other
couple.
pieces he had found and sourced through various means when he was still at the Pentevral, and it didn't turn out exactly the way he wanted. And there are still a few hiccups left in Pincushion.
No,
Chris and
Pincushion is
Jeremy
perfect.
gave me a lovely gift, which was to make me a custom spell, which is,
Oh.
for better or worse, named Summon Undead Critter.
Critter.
Occtis is guided by his
Cute.
friend, the druid Thaisha Lloy, who is drawn to
Thaisha.
adventure and righting the wrongs of the world with action.
Oh, it does have a horse
Thaisha
head.
Lloy is maternal, proud, and cunty. Thaisha hopes that she can heal lands that have been blasted and damaged by the death of the Shapers, and in so doing, lead the world and the people who still miss the weight and heft of divinity to realize that that's always existed within the world and within themselves. Every time she comes home, I think she's just constantly rocked by how much her family has changed without her. And I think she feels the disconnect between her mission and the thing that she gave up to pursue it. Even though her and Hal never got married. Family from the jump. With Hal, it was always about love and realizing who you are and what love opens your heart up to. With Thiazi, he was just such a firebrand and such a philosopher. I think it was just, she needed to be pushed and he was there to do it.
Still adhering to the call of Thiazi's former mercenary band, the Torn Banner, is the warrior Teor Pridesire, who returned to Dal Makyar.
We love him, guys. We love him, and it's safe and fine, and it's totally fine.
He arrives to find out that Sid is part of the planning process. He is on the run. He is in danger.
That's his brother.
What is it that his younger brother was able to do, or maybe meant to Thiazi in his time since the end of the rebellion, that Teor has not done? And what does that mean as a mirror against what he's been doing this whole time? He's been the shield for so many people for so many years. It's sort of second nature to him. What happens if there isn't anyone else left to protect? What does that mean for Teor? Thiazi was somebody that had a great sense of logistical organization and had purpose and conviction and was charismatic, and it would take a lot to topple or surprise someone like him. And so the guilt in not getting back there in time isn't something that Teor is really feeling at this point, because I think he understands that whatever machinations are unfolding have to be massive. Great. And I think maybe the only thing Teor is wondering is, what will he be able to do in order to put a claw on the scales of justice?
A claw on
Another
the
former
scales
member of the Torn
justice.
Banner
I
is a man
adore
of few
him.
words, Kattigan Vale,
Travis is also
who
very
prefers the
interesting,
wilds
like
of
separately
nature over
to
the
just
sights and
Teor.
sounds of the city.
I have questions
If
about
walk
you.
into a tavern, the first thing they would notice is the musk.
Ew.
It's not bad. It's pretty nice.
Oh.
Clean but wet dog, and maybe just
Are
a
you
little
the
bit
dog?
Man sweat.
Are you the
I
dog?
wanted to write a character with a canine companion because that is man's oldest bond since the beginning of civilization. Kattigan and Wulfric's bond is survival and companionship. I don't think that there's anything closer than these two. They are partners. Reuniting with Torn Banner is something I didn't necessarily think that would happen. You know, Kattigan and I aren't too far apart in age, so when things from your past, especially your rowdy past, come back into your life unexpectedly, boy, can that do one of two things. It can elevate you so you can see what kind of man you've become, or it can drag you back down into the arrested development of where you were in that stage in your life.
Oh, which way are you gonna
Closest of
go?
all to
And are you
Thiazi
the
was his
dog?
best friend Thimble, a
Yes.
fiery rogue who spent every day at his side as
Hello,
his
beautiful.
partner in crime.
Thimble is a warrior pixie. She is a badass who doesn't take any shit. She was
Who goes
born
in
and
pants.
raised House Royce. Very, like, different existence than what she had with Thiazi. She lived in the Golden Orchard. Her family, her clan, is what took care of the Golden Orchard.
That's
When Thiazi was getting married, she was given as a gift to him and to be whatever he would want her to be. But Thiazi was such a good guy that he never looked at it like that, and he just took her under his wing and became her best friend. And they were like business partners, buddies from day one. They did everything together.
I love it.
Number one priority is trying to make it right. Anybody that did this to him needs
Is
to
in the
suffer
wrong.
because he's everything to her.
Aw.
Maybe if I finish what Thiazi started, maybe then I'll feel better.
The political landscape of Dal Makyar
Poor
is changing,
Thimble.
and
She's
no
good.
one
She's
is more
already
incensed
destroyed
than
me,
Murray
let's be
Magnesson,
honest.
a passionate wizard working at the
What?
city's magical
She's
university.
insane.
Murray Magnesson
Is
is that
insane.
friend that everyone has, where they are the first person to get sloppy at the bar, even though they are wearing designer clothes. And just when you think they're gonna hit the floor, she drops a deep philosophical line referencing like Camus or something. And then you're like, oh, I thought she was
is
done.
Having
The
so much
Pentebrel very
freaking
much
fun playing her.
embodies
You can
what
tell.
Murray was about. The Pentebrel was there for Murray, when she needed a direction and drive in life. And the Pentevril very much believes that, like, this type of knowledge should be accessible to anyone who is willing to work hard enough for it.
I love
She's
that.
kind of like this old guard representation, holding strong against this forced change that is coming from these bureaucrats that are just meddling in her awesome good time that she's been having here at the Pentevril. Murray is going to be a strong tenant for freedom of speech, freedom of knowledge, freedom of growth, any type of threat of that being controlled or taken away or manipulated. Yeah, she's going to take issue with that.
Thiazi was a hero to many.
I'm loving Murray more than I thought I was
Vaelus,
going to.
an
Oh
elf
no,
still devoted to her
Veilis!
fallen goddess, who is seeking an item Thiazi stole from her.
I basically told Brennan and
What?
everyone when we were creating the characters that I wanted to be a nun assassin.
Nun
Not
assassin.
assassinating nuns.
A nun who is an
That's
assassin.
Where the emphasis is here. I have always wanted to play an elf because I feel like they feel very sort of regal and majestic and ancient. And I personally, like I've always said this, I'm a hobbit. And I always
I
will be a
respect
hobbit.
that.
But I wish
Hobbit
I could
life.
be elf and have sort of that grace. When Vaelus arrived at the funeral, I think she was prepared for a fight, but hoping that they would just pass the stone right over.
But they couldn't. They
because
didn't have it.
It belongs to her. For Vaelus, finding sort of every relic of Sylandri is very important to her, and
'cause it's her
protecting them, that was
god.
her given task. There is a larger reason of why it's so important to her.
Which
I
is?
think at some
You're gonna
point
tell
it will
us?
become clear what Vaelus is holding for her god, for Sylandri.
Is it
whether
love?
it is grief or hate or love.
Oh.
It is a combination of many things, and it is also
Is it
what drives
revenge?
her.
Is it revenge or
Vaelus
love?
is very drawn to Occtis's magic for many reasons. He is
The
so
opposite.
young.
He's
He
so young.
also has come back from the dead. So
And his magic is death.
there are many questions that Vaelus has, especially living as long of a life as she has and fought in the Shaper
Potentially
Wars.
not dying.
And sort of seeing a miracle like this is pretty special.
Also,
13
Pincushion.
souls
Talk
were
to me about
touched
how
by the
you love
life
it.
and death of Thiazi Fang.
What a
And
cool
13
visual.
souls have separated into the paths of
Yes.
soldier, seeker, and schemer.
Yes. Oh my god,
What
they have
adventures
symbols.
await each of them on their new journeys? Who will
Thumbnail
rise
ideas,
to the
guys.
challenges, and who
Oh.
will fall?
Them all together is adorable. I love their art. No, it's over! I'm not ready! Is it over? Oh, it is. Okay. Okay. Let's mute that and pause it. Can we just go back to... That is the image we want. Okay. We have symbols. That's amazing. So Soldier's Table is next week. Then eventually we'll move into the Schemers and the Seekers. I love this. First of all, I've been having thumbnail issues, and I think knowing which table they're going to be at, being able to use one of these symbols is going to be very helpful. I am actually loving everything about this exact picture. I might steal it. Gorgeous. I really like this. I am going to go through each character really quickly. We'll do a couple chats and then we'll wrap up because I don't want to make this a really long video, but the compass with Occtis and Veilis and Thaisha and Julian. What an interesting grouping together that Julian would be in there. I assumed he was going to be at the Soldier's Table, but obviously I am wrong, and that's very exciting to see how these all broke out. I also didn't expect Wikander and Tyranny to be at the Soldier's Table. I feel like those ones would have been switched in my mind, but the story is going the way that it is, and I love that. I think currently the Soldier's Table is going to be the one that I'm the most excited to watch. It's got Tyranny and Thimble, who are my two favorites. I'm actually going to be cosplaying Thimble with my friend who's cosplaying Tyranny next year. So at the Canadian convention we go to. So that's extremely exciting that they're together. So their storylines will be together and they might have like voice lines together we can do. I'm also very excited about the schemers in a very different way. I think having Azune and Hal together is going to be very hard on my emotions in those tables. I'm deeply curious on Bolaire, and I think that Murray is going to keep it fun and light for the most part. Yeah, these are all exciting. And then, of course, Thaisha and Vaelus and Occtis I've been very drawn to, especially in the last episode that we just watched. So I am very excited to see how this goes. I think there was some interesting tidbits dropped there. I'm curious to see where everything heads off to. I'd love some fan theories. We're in a really safe spot right now. There's no new episode this week, so put your craziest theories below and let's theorize together. Feel free to join the Discord. We can chat in there with spoiler text. Throw it in the comments below. Let's theorize while we have a little break. I think that'll be really exciting. And then I just also want to say thank you guys all again. Thank you guys all again for subscribing, for joining, for just being here for this journey. I'm new. I had no idea. I was clueless, and now I'm a critter, a fledgling critter, a novice, if you will, a casual critter. But I just have really appreciated everybody being on this journey with me and being so welcoming and supportive. And I know I'm a broken record on it, but I cannot express how appreciative I am, because it's just, I feel like my life has just turned a little bit upside down in the last couple weeks. Watching the show, becoming invested in the characters, producing the reaction videos, and then meeting all of you guys, which has been fantastic. So please, let's theorize below. What is your craziest theory? Is Tyranny really Wikander's old love? Did she hit her body 6 months ago? Put in her body 6 months ago? Is Veilis in love with the late Sylandri, and she is vying for any chance of reconnecting with her? Or is it revenge for some reason that we don't know yet? Is not his name. Oh no. What is his name? I have lost it. Is Wulfric's owner really a dog? What is his name? Why is it gone? Kattigan. Ha! Is Kattigan really a dog? His name is Cat. It would be funny if he was a cat dog. Are they going to go after Hal's children? Probably. Is that going to destroy Thaisha? Probably. Is she going to turn into a really cool animal? Probably. When, though? Occtis has 8. No, he is the 8th. He has 7 other siblings. Are we going to meet them? Are they all as terrifying as the dad and the brother we just met? Honestly, guys, what is going to happen? I don't know, and I'm really excited to theorize with all of you guys. Is Wikander really a sorcerer instead of a cleric, as his stats might suggest? All of these are fun theories that I have thought of, my friends have thought of, you guys have thought of in the comments that I am stealing from you. But I just want to share all of these theories. I want to talk about them, and I want to enjoy this experience with you guys. I'm not even going to edit this. I'm going to throw it out there immediately because this is my reaction. We watched it. It was awesome. I'm going to steal all of these images so that I can make amazing thumbnails. I'm going to thank you guys again so much for joining, for stopping by the Etsy and buying the mugs and the shirts and the sweaters. I really appreciate it. They're really cute. Well, I think they are. They're really cute and they fit really nicely, actually. I got like a little small one and it fits much nicer than I was anticipating for a sample. And the sweater is super cozy. Washing, just be careful because they are iron-on, but like, they should be fine. I've washed mine twice now and they seem okay quality-wise. But thank you guys again so much. I will see you guys next week with some content that's not campaign 4 related, keep an eye out for that. I've already scheduled a video for Monday, I believe. But I am off to enjoy Halloween with the fam and to watch scary movies and just take a little bit of a break. But I will see you guys very soon. I will check out the comments. I am always trying to respond to every comment I can, and I will see you guys in the Discord. Thank you again, and let's check out the Soldiers Table next week.